revolutionizing various industries. In the supply chain, it's enhancing transparency by tracking products at every stage, reducing fraud and errors. In healthcare, blockchain is ensuring secure, decentralized management of patient records, improving trust and privacy. The real estate sector is benefiting from blockchain through smart contracts, streamlining property transactions with reduced paperwork. Additionally, content creators are using blockchain for copyright protection and fair remuneration, promoting creativity and innovation.
And because I feel like up until just recently, tokenization has been something that's reserved for governments to validate, right? Like, I got a wedding band on, that means it's love and commitment to my wife, 15 years, but doesn't mean anything unless I have a marriage certificate to go along with it. We're changing that. We're allowing people to actually tokenize things almost at will. Is that fair to say?
I think to your point, Brandon, just like with any technology, you have infrastructure layer and then you have consumer layer, or call it the enterprise business layer. And so yeah, just tokenizing something, you still need to have the information layer, and you know, where is that information being, the things that are being tokenized, like what does that even represent? What does that unlock? What does it cause access to? So, you know, ERP software, commerce software, supply chain software, all of that is needed. You can't just tokenize without it. I'll come at it from the context of what I do, and you know, I'm sure there's a bunch of it. How many people are engineers in the room or have an engineering background? Quite a bit, right? So you've all heard of the concept of tokenization before cryptocurrency, before blockchain. All a token is essentially like a packet of information. The easiest way I like to think about tokenization is, from a product context, is that you have a digital wrapper around a content file, and that digital wrapper is basically the unique identifier around that piece of content. From Nithman's context, we believe that everything will be tokenized. Every product that you purchase will have a digital twin. And someone might say, like, oh, even, you know, my $5 t-shirt that I get from Target, yeah, even the $5 t-shirt that you get from Target, but you got to remember, what's the lens that you're looking at it through? If you're looking at it through the lens of today, there's no reason why you would do that. If you look at that through the lens of 10 years from now, when you've already become accustomed to having other interactions that have been tokenized throughout that process, that's when it begins to make sense. Mind you, I don't think an average consumer or end consumer, or even a brand for that matter, should even care or know about tokenization. All they really care about, and again, from our context, is product authentication. Counterfeit goods is a $3 trillion industry every single year. So not only is that a loss of revenue, but that's also a loss in brand perception. So no brand likes to know that they have counterfeit goods of their products out there. So when you create a digital twin, you can map the information that's in that physical product to the digital product, and now you have a one-to-one interaction.
Early prototype of blockchain, and everyone would look at us and say, well, why aren't you just using a database? And I was like, no, that's not the point. Like, you don't have to use paper anymore. Like, I can track when a customer signed in until when we gave them the product and how much money has been transacted. And so we're really to the point where cryptocurrency has really gotten that in front of people. But I think we're going to see, and this is really the power of what Web3, one of the components that we are massive believers in Web3 is what's called DeFi, decentralized finance.
Is most commonly associated with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but its potential goes far beyond that. Blockchain offers a decentralized, secure, and transparent way to record transactions, which is being applied in industries like finance, supply chain management, and healthcare. For instance, blockchain can verify the origin of products and supply chains, or ensure the integrity of medical records. But blockchain still faces hurdles. Its energy consumption and scalability are major issues. By 2025, the blockchain market is expected to grow to $39.7 billion, but widespread adoption will depend on overcoming these challenges.
Contracts, records, and transactions could run themselves. No need to verify or chase anyone. That's the real promise of blockchain. Not just digital money, but digital trust. In the business world, blockchain creates secure, tamper-proof systems that reduce the need for intermediaries. No more back and forth to confirm a shipment, payment, or contract. It's all recorded transparently and automatically. Imagine a supply chain where every step from raw materials to delivery is tracked in real time, or a contract that executes itself when all parties meet the terms. It's not just faster, it's more reliable, more efficient, and fully auditable. That's the kind of innovation businesses are starting to build on. Where do you see the biggest opportunity for blockchain to simplify your work or industry?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic, blockchain beyond cryptocurrency. Most people hear the word blockchain and immediately think of Bitcoin or Ethereum. But blockchain is so much more than just digital money. In the next few minutes, I'll explain what blockchain really is, how it works, and the incredible ways it's being used outside of cryptocurrency. At its core, a blockchain is a digital ledger, basically a record book, that's shared across a network of computers. Instead of one company or government controlling the data, blockchain is decentralized. This means no single authority has power over it, and everyone in the network can see the same version of the truth. Every piece of information, called a block, is connected to the one before it, forming a chain. Once something is recorded, it's extremely hard to change, making blockchain secure, transparent, and trustworthy. This system solves a big problem: trust. Traditionally, we rely on middlemen like banks, notaries, or companies to make sure transactions are fair. Blockchain removes that middle layer, allowing people and organizations to interact directly with confidence. It's not just about money. Think about it. If you can record anything safely and transparently, the possibilities are endless. So how is blockchain being used beyond cryptocurrency? Let's look at some real-world examples. Supply chain management. Companies use blockchain to track products from factory to store shelf. This ensures authenticity, prevents fraud, and even helps trace food safety issues. Healthcare. Patient records stored on blockchain can be securely shared between hospitals and doctors, while protecting privacy and reducing errors. Voting systems. Imagine casting your vote online with complete confidence that it can't be tampered with. Blockchain makes secure, transparent voting possible. Intellectual property and digital ownership. Artists, musicians, and creators can use blockchain to protect their work and even sell it as NFTs, proving authenticity and ownership. Smart contracts. These are self-executing contracts coded on the blockchain. They automatically trigger when conditions are met, cutting out lawyers or brokers for many types of agreements. Blockchain is like the internet in its early days. At first, people thought the internet was just for sending emails. But today, it powers almost everything in our daily lives. In the same way, blockchain started with cryptocurrency, but it has the potential to revolutionize industries, reshape how we share data, and even redefine trust in the digital world. So, blockchain isn't just about Bitcoin or digital money. It's a groundbreaking technology with the power to transform the way we live, work, and connect. What do you think? Will blockchain become as big as the internet itself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into technology, and share this with a friend who still thinks blockchain is only about crypto. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic, blockchain beyond cryptocurrency. Most people hear the word blockchain and immediately think of Bitcoin or Ethereum. But blockchain is so much more than just digital money. In the next few minutes, I'll explain what blockchain really is, how it works, and the incredible ways it's being used outside of cryptocurrency. At its core, a blockchain is a digital ledger, basically a record book, that's shared across a network of computers. Instead of one company or government controlling the data, blockchain is decentralized. This means no single authority has power over it, and everyone in the network can see the same version of the truth. Every piece of information, called a block, is connected to the one before it, forming a chain. Once something is recorded, it's extremely hard to change, making blockchain secure, transparent, and trustworthy. This system solves a big problem: trust. Traditionally, we rely on middlemen like banks, notaries, or companies to make sure transactions are fair. Blockchain removes that middle layer, allowing people and organizations to interact directly with confidence. It's not just about money. Think about it. If you can record anything safely and transparently,